That's right. For this on-cam ready tutorial, we are going to look at the Insta360. So if you can see, I have two cameras set up and I have a video on how you can do this inside Riverside. So right now I have this camera on a cell phone and I have logged in to my Riverside using my other cell phone and an email. This is allowing me to have two cameras. So by calling in, I'm able to see what my hands are doing. And if you want to set up a second camera for your Riverside, check out that video. It's this one right here. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the Insta360. So I purchased the Insta360 not too long ago, but I don't use it as often as I feel like I should. And it's mainly because I just don't even know all that it's capable of, but I know more than others who are new to it. So, because some of my clients are individuals who want to level up their social media content as professionals, I thought it would help if I go through some of the equipment I use and why I like it. So, as you can see in the videos next to me, I use the Insta360 when I'm creating travel content. I began using it as a UGC creator, a user generated creator, someone who makes content for brands. And I had a travel client. So I thought, okay, I'll get the Insta360 and send them some really cool drone like shots without a drone. So with the Insta360, if you take the pole that it comes with, see it's a long pole. If you hold it straight up, you can get an aerial shot. And if you hold it out in front of you like you're walking a dog, you can get a shot of yourself walking. You just want to move your hands a little bit so you don't look robotic. And you can also get a shot of, the 360 environment that's all around, as you can see in some of the videos. I have also used the Insta360 on family trips and with clients. So I have a few real estate clients or clients who have covered big, large events and or runners, and they need an additional cool looking shot, and the Insta360 has really come in handy. I've also used it with an author who came out with a new book, and we wanted to make sure that we had some footage of her walking in New York City carrying her book, so the Insta360 came in handy. Okay. So whenever I am recording on the Insta360, I will set it up to 4K and I will hook up my pole to it. So I'm going to turn now just so I can focus on my hands. And what I do is I usually will have the pole completely stretched out, and that's going to give it the illusion of no pole. So I then do that, and whenever you're going to record, you press this button, this one right here, the little circle. As you can see, there's a fan in my building. So you can click on this button here and you can do 4K all the way up to 8K. 8K is going to take up a lot of memory, so you really want to make it worth it. I stick with 4K. You can also change how you're going to record. So this button here, this one right here, is going to give you the ability to make a decision on if you want a photo. There's other options that you can, my Insta360 app wants me to play. So let's go back to that. So you're pressing this button. If you press this button, you can get other options like a burst photo, a regular photo, video, and that's how you can control what you're going to take video or pictures of. This is the on and off button right here. You also charge it over here. It does require a memory card, so you will need to put one in. Okay. So whenever I am done recording something, I then have to connect the Insta360 with the app. So you're going to go to the app, which is the Insta360 app, and then you're going to connect your device. Right now, I'm gonna put this in its little cradle here so it doesn't bust up the lens, because the lens can actually scrape really easily. Mine's been scuffed, and I have to get a new protective shield for it. I do recommend you get those protective shields when you're buying the Insta360. So right now it's connecting. It needs to be on the same Wi-Fi. It takes a while for the Insta360 to connect with the app. You want to be on the same Wi-Fi. Once they connect, you can then edit everything you've recorded. So on here, just going to move my mic. On here, you can see everything that I've been recording in my Insta360, which is also the video I've been showing you as I am presenting. So if you, for example, you want to put together a video, you would grab clips and you can edit them. So right now I have a few that I've already started to work on. So I'm going to go over to my drafts, and in the drafts, I can then click on the video that I produced for this tutorial and play it out for you. So they have these opening options in the Insta360 app with stickers to make them look more dynamic. And so as you can see, it opens it up. And it did this for me. I did not do any of that. When you're in the app, you have to make the movements on the videos. So I went in and made these video movements to show you some examples of how the app can edit for you and the different types of videos that you can create. So I'm going to get out of this, and now I'm just going to go to a draft I worked on. Yeah, it's this one. So this one was like a matching video where I was matching up different shots. So as you can see, I was able to hold out the Insta360. I held it the same way each time. And then when I walked, I was able to match up where my feet are so I could create a short video to show that I went from being in Florida to Podfest. There's other cool things that you can do with this. I also made this video when I went to a red carpet. Let me turn off the audio so you can get a full idea. And so as you see, I'm walking with it. I'm probably walking a few times. Now it's in front of me as I'm walking, and now it's above my head as I'm walking. And it's mainly just to give you an idea of the types of moves you can get. You can get some drone-like shots on this. I've done a few where I am on a bike. I also did this for the Peachtree Road Race. So we had, this video that we put together. Greg Bluestein, he was touring the start of the race to give people an idea of what to expect. So he held it up above his head to give people an aerial view of what the start line looked like. And then I also edited it so the 360 would turn and show him walking. There's really cool moves in the Insta360. I also use it for real estate content, as I mentioned. So here's one where the realtor walked. I actually hand this to him, so you'll see me. Make sure you can see it well. So now he's walking. As you can see, we're just getting a shot of the pool. He's doing the walking. And then I added a movement so you could see him walking with a wine glass around the pool. It's just another way to get some fancy B-roll when you are at an expansive property like this. Okay. So that's how I've been using the Insta360, as you can see in the examples that I put together. So right now we're just going to go back to my raw clips. We're going to create a video. I'm just going to grab any video. Okay, I'll grab one of me on a bike. Bike's fun because you get a lot of movement. Ooh, no, I got a better bike shot. Hold on. I was biking in New York City No, I am not wearing a helmet, so please remember to wear a helmet when you're in the city. On a bike if you can find one. All right. So the shot is very plain. Okay. I'm getting up on my bike, but you can't see me, right? Because the 360 is showing the street. But this is what's really cool. I can go up to this top button. I can make it horizontal instantly. So now you're going to see I get a wider shot of the street, making it more of a YouTube friendly video. I can then touch the screen and move my camera angle so that you can see different areas of my shot. And you can even, using your finger, turn it all the way around and see yourself. So that's me biking in New York City. And then you can also move it and you can get another shot in your same clip. Okay, so you can make those moves with your fingers as long as you add the keyframes, or you can do movement. So you click this button down here, and then there's all these different movements at the bottom. So I'm just going to pick one for the top. And so this is a movement that it adds to the top of the video. Okay, now that it did that, it has identified where I am. I'll play it again. Going from sky down to the subject. Okay, so now that I've done that, in this next movement, I'm going to want to make sure it ends on me so I can move that last keyframe. And now I'm going to add a new movement. So I press movement, and I'm just going to add a 360. So now it's just going to go around. And that's what's really great about this 360. I'm going to show you from the start. And again, it's in 4K, so I can put this into a YouTube video. So there's a lot of ways that you can use the Insta360. I hope that helps show you some of the examples and how to use the app. You really want to get it, play around with it, and use it as often as you can until you get so comfortable that it becomes a part of your routine. So I highly recommend it. And if you are looking for equipment for your content creation needs, grab my QR code from my visibility bundle. I will have a link to the visibility bundle in the description of this video, as well as a link to my Amazon storefront. Thanks so much for watching this tutorial. Message me if you have equipment that you would love for me to take a look at for you and give you a basic introduction to, because I am learning equipment and I want to make sure that as I'm learning, I'm sharing with you as well. So we can all grow from unknown to known in our niches as professionally as possible together. Find me on Instagram, Jamie_Maglietta. And if you're liking this content, subscribe to this YouTube channel. On Cam Ready. Thanks.